Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blood, Fate, and Fortune, a game of swashbuckling, sorcery, and seduction, all set in the world of 7C. My name is Dan McCurdy. I'll be the storyteller this evening. You can find me at RevDMC247 on TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, and if you find me anywhere else, it's probably some AI mashup thing, and please just delete the account. I will allow the rest of my players to introduce themselves, starting with Natalie.
Buonasera. My name is Natalie, also known as Gizmos Plenty across all of the social media platforms. But tonight I am going to be playing Leonora Orsini, the Sorte Strega.
Oh, hi. Imagine meeting you here. I'm Jeremiah. Jeremiah McCoy, also known as Basics of the Game in various places. And I will be playing Mykolas Kelvan. And time for our friend.
Hello, all. I am Wolfgar, Reaper Wolfgar, anywhere that it matters. And tonight I will be playing Fr Rafael Rodriguez, the Castilian priest.
Hello, my name is Took or Took, I guess. You can find me everywhere, Took or Took, I guess. And I will be playing your Muscle Mommy, Monster Hunter, Knight of Avalon, Roan Ibex. Let's fucking go.
Yay, Hercules. Buenos noches, señores. Sorry, I had the SAP button on. Anyway, hello, everyone. I am Lakar the Artificer, everywhere you can find me on socials. Tonight, once again, I am playing the human pincushion that is Umberto Vitale.
Hi, my name's Chandler. I also go by Kingdom in Places That Matter, and I'm the person who is turning them all into pincushions tonight, as I am playing Alejandro Estrella, Father Raphael's former fiance, and now turned spurned lover.
With just a little touch of religious trauma, just for taste, just a pinch.
Just a smidgen.
Previously on Blood, Fate, and Fortune, the party, their boat had been forced to dock on Vaticine Island, having been caught by ships of the Inquisition to have its contents looked over, make sure there were no heretical materials. The party had generally been planning on simply staying hidden, but Rafael Rodriguez had connections remaining on the island and was interested in seeing what all was there, what perhaps could be found. And so coming onto the island, they went and discovered that Alejandro Estrella, unlike what Rafael had feared, was not dead, but indeed was still alive, was still a priest of the Vaticine and serving within its functions. And going to Alejandro and meeting with Alejandro, there was a chance to catch up and see what had been happening. But in the meanwhile, around them, things were getting a little bit weird. People were watching the party more closely than they were expecting. Finally, when Raphael and Roan went to a restaurant in town to have a conversation with Alejandro, a restaurant where Raphael and Alejandro had often eaten over the course of their relationship. Umberto, Mykolas, and Leonora got picked up by Inquisition officers for interrogation. And Umberto, trying to figure out where all of this had happened, what in fact was happening, was wandering and looking for them, and someone came to get him. Things got interesting. Mykolas decided that the interrogation was over and slammed the Inquisitor's face into the table. Umberto went to try to save them, but Leonora, in an attempt to get Umberto to come to them quickly, gave him a little bit of a tug. So instead of opening the door to get in to save them, he got slammed into the door and quite stabbed, significantly stabbed, many stabbings from the guards that were surrounding him, attempting to get him. And finally, when Raphael and Roan told Alejandro that they were, in fact, a couple now, and that Raphael had not come back to stay, but was going to continue on Alejandro finally lost it and revealed that lovely toxicity that is not at all stereotypical in ex-lovers in this sort of storytelling. Hey, we love a good bit here, and we follow it. So we are going to start in the restaurant. Alejandro, you have leapt to your feet and pulled your sword, and we are going to start with you. Raphael and Roan are both at your table. Alejandro, what are we doing?
So, Alejandro pulled his blade, and has it pointed at the two of them. But he's not going to strike. He's going to say, "Now, you have told a lie. You lied to me about, I'm assuming her name, considering the way that you've been looking at her. So, this conversation has changed, Father Raphael.
Mm.
You're coming with me. We're putting her to the question."
Like hell you are.
Raphael, may I?
I'm going to spend a villain point. He snaps his fingers. All the other inquisitors in the tavern stand up.
Oh God!
All right, there are now 10 inquisitors sharing this space with all of you. It's very, at the end of, I think it's John Wick 2, when all of a sudden everyone who's in the thing suddenly turns and reacts. Everyone in the restaurant suddenly turns and stands, and all of them are holding swords.
Oh boy. Roan will stand up and go, "Darling, I'm assuming you can handle him."
And it's just the moment where he is sort of caught off guard. His hand goes to his hip, and he's just kind of like looking around at the room, and then is gonna look at her, and it's just like, "Justice, I trust you to handle that quickly and efficiently."
Okay. She will stand up and then she would go, "All right. So, luckily for all of you, I have an oath. But unfortunately for all of you, he just activated that oath. And I have been waiting to release him for so long. It's time, sir."
Pulls the
So-
talking axe.
Rowan pulls out the axe, and the axe starts singing a battle hymn as it comes forward. And Alejandro, in that moment, you realize that Raphael's new partner is practicing sorcery.
Oh God damn. Okay, here we go. So, is there a mug on the table? Like, would there have been a mug that Alejandro might have been looking at?
Food, drinks, all that stuff.
Cool. I'm going to reach out, pick that up, and throw it in Alejandro's face.
All right. Alejandro, you are now wet.
Oh, the cup
say
is
covered in
also
wine.
hitting him right between his eyes. The cup is.
Oh, you're throwing the cup. Okay.
Yes.
That will be a risk. So let's go ahead and get your finesse and aim as you were throwing this cup.
And a flare.
And flare.
That is 3.
3. All right. Alejandro, with a mug being thrown at you, what is your reaction?
Alejandro, being the skilled swordsman that he is going to try to hook the sword through the loop and just swing it down. Just
Okay.
parry it.
All right. You're going to end up wet regardless, but let's see how this goes. So with you and your skill set, if you've got your 7C dice nearby, why don't you go ahead and roll a pool of, I'm going to call it 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is... Are we saying this is 3 and 3? So do I get the effects of a 3? Do I get the effects of
Yes.
a 3 dot on the sheet?
Yeah, you get the effects of a 3 dot on this.
Then I'm going to re-roll 1 because that's what a 3 dot does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's what I needed. Okay, so... Okie dokie. So that is 3 raises myself as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, so with 3 and 3, yeah, you are now covered in wine, but the cup itself did not strike you. And Rowan, what are you doing? Are you going ham?
Oh my God, yes. You know, do they count as a brute squad, or am I fighting 10 individual inquisitors?
These are 10 individuals. They're not. These are inquisitors, so they are not as simple as a brute squad.
Okay, so we're fighting smart here. Is there a large table that she can reach?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, using that as a battering ram, just kicking it over and just pushing it into as many.
All
of them
right,
as
go
you
ahead
can.
and give me your brawn and brawl.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, I haven't rolled this in a while, so I'm excited. And I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot my dice.
Dice? I mean, I so rarely make any of you roll. Actually, I don't very often. We've gone whole sessions where we didn't need the dice all that much.
It's like we really need to fix that, don't we?
Yeah. We're never going to get a dice sponsorship if it keeps up this way. We need...
Because we're looking for cool D10s. Come on, dice people, where you at?
Why is it so hard to get cool D10s? What do we got, Roan?
You said Brown and Brawl, right? I just found my dice. Sorry. Here we go. God, that's a lot of fucking die. And Flare.
Sponsor the dice of Swashbuckle and Roll. We promise we'll never forget your dice.
Okay. And then I got to check if I have any. It's not Riot Breaker or anything like that that's going to activate this. So
Don't think so, though. I don't have the text of Right Breaker up in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Quick mail. Sorry.
Chandler
that
can help
is
you with math.
that is 3.
3.
And 1
All right.
left over.
Are you selling that?
Fuck no.
Okay.
If we still riding off the last one, I still got 2.
You plow into the Inquisitors, knocking them back, and as the Inquisitors are knocked back and trying to get a stab in on Rowan, and Alejandro stabs down with the sword, throwing the mug down between them. Raphael, do you pull your sword?
Yes.
Raphael pulls a sword. The 2 former lovers stare at each other. And we are going to jump over to the rest of the group. Leonora and Mykolas, you're in a room. You've just heard a thud outside, followed by other smaller thuds, and a fairly familiar sounding.
Ow, 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 ow.
What are we doing?
Meat shield again?
It's my favorite.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush the door
Okay.
to the room we're in.
All right, you go and you bust, and as you bust open the door, you see a group. I believe I recall because Umberto had opened the door, seen that there were like 15 Inquisitors in there, and then promptly closed the door again.
Sorry,
and then
wrong party.
Yes, Alejandro.
As they try to bust open the door, they slam into it, and the door's been reinforced since the Inquisitor has entered the room with iron bars.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's one villain point.
second villain point.
Okay.
No, actually, I'll save that for a minute.
Okay. Mykolas, go ahead and give me your brawn and this will be brawn in either athletics or brawl.
Same die pool either way.
Okay.
And
Just for the flavor, let me know which one you want to use.
I'm going to go with athletics.
Okay.
And I get Leia die, don't I? Yes,
You
I
do.
Well, okay. I'll re-roll one just because, but nope, no, that actually made it better. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. You slam into the door. You are not hurt by slamming into the door, but you fully expected it to give way before you, and it does not. It starts to give, and then you slam into the reinforced iron bars, and it kind of repels you back.
Easily taken care of. Draws his sword because they never took our weapons off us.
Yep.
The dragonizing sword, and it's just going to cut through where the bolt holding it closed would be.
All right. Go ahead and give me your brawn and weaponry on this one, and we are going to quick. Leonora, what are you doing while Mykolas?
Because we're in the room with how many people?
You are in a room by yourselves and an unconscious inquisitor at the moment.
Gotcha. I am looking through the Inquisitor's pockets for a key.
Right. Just to see how quick this works, this is mostly time, wits, and notice, unless you want to talk me into something else.
Nope, that sounds really good. Thank you so much. You're the best storyteller. Have I ever told you that?
You were scared I was going to ask you for theft, weren't you?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that is 4.
4. All right. Moving through, you do find that he has a key on him, and you're able to pull it out.
Yep, and I go straight on over to the door.
So here you got Mykolas with the dragon. How many successes?
I got 4 successes with 1 left over. No.
They figured out Chandler will spend them, and so Mykolas, you are slashing, and it's not going to break, and it's very sharp, but it's also, swords are not the best for chopping through this sort of thing. And as you're moving, and you're making progress. You're going to get through this, and then you feel a hand touch your arm.
Step aside, please. And she's gonna push him over and unlock the door.
You unlock the door, and you see a room full of inquisitors turn to look at you.
And start to leave, ushering Mykolas out and closing the door behind us. Like he said, we're free to go.
Yeah. Mykolas is definitely positioning himself between Leonora and the rest of the Inquisitors because, yeah.
So they heard the thud. They heard the hack. Then they heard the key turn. It's you holding the key. Give me panache and convince.
What else do you want from me?
I love everything that's happening right now. Aside from me being stabbed, everything else, perfect.
That's 3.
3 raises.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Look at you and go, oh, that's okay then.
Yeah.
The other 12 in the room look at them and go, no. No, it isn't.
How was I supposed to get 12 people on my side with just 5 dice? Come on.
It was a hell of I respect the audacity of the lie, but
listen, you don't get any villain points for me this round. Nope.
This
I-
round.
I
round.
instead will take psychic damage and give myself six injuries so that I can release one lash.
Okay. As they're all going forward, suddenly energy, and because it's 6 lashes, this isn't just your hands. This is curling up your arms and up your throat as there's this pain as you take a dramatic wound plus a minor of damage, at which point all of these inquisitors stare at you and they go, "A witch!"
I'm just screaming and crying, going, "Help me!"
Meanwhile, outside the door, Umberto, you are surrounded by about 10 inquisitors. You hear you're hearing noises and yells coming from behind you. You're not sure what yanked you into the door, but you probably have a good guess.
Just a small one. Now they're all surrounding him, and he's got his sword out. His back is to the door.
Quick clarification, Umberto. I know I said inquisitors. It's the inquisitorial guard. So you have a brute squad around you.
Okay. He will just look at them. All right. I accept your terms of surrender.
This is the energy we're going with. All right. Panache and intimidate, I guess. I feel like we have, like in the scene with Alejandro, Roan, and Rafael, we have this sad, like former lovers music and energy's rising, but they're all looking. And then over this group, we've got yakety sax.
It's either that or like, I don't give a damn about my reputation.
3 exactly. I just managed to squeak out 3 exactly.
3 exactly. All right. I accept the terms of your surrender to this brute squad. They also stare at you. One of them like, did we surrender? What? Are we going? And 3 of them are kind of holding back a little bit. The rest of the, let's see, this was probably a brute squad of 10. So the rest of the 7 come forward. And you are going to take another 7 minor wounds, getting you up to your second dramatic.
Oh, that means I get bonus dice.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the rest of them came for it. It's clear they're not going for the quick and easy games. What's Umberto doing?
He is going to stab at one,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's got no choice at this point in time. He's going through the door.
Okay. All right. So, you go ahead first. Give me your finesse and either brawn or finesse and weaponry. For you, finesse, I'm guessing, but it's your choice. As you are fighting off the ones who have you at sword point right now. It's been a little while since Umberto got really stabbed. Like.
Yeah, it has been a while.
And Fate Witch chicanery was involved then too, as I recall.
Yeah, it was.
No. After that was Vivara. So
we don't talk about Vivara. Thank you.
We don't talk about Vivara.
I love Vivara. Okay, Vivara can come back anytime.
Okay, yeah, I liked her too, but still.
4.
All right. Of the 7 remaining, you are able to drop 4 of them just in a mad slash. And then you grab the door behind you, open it, and go into the room where there's another 15 of them, but they are looking at Leonora, and you hear her say,
Help me! Like she's trying to pull off a performance that something has been happening to her now that she is being it.
all right, now we have a room, at least for the moment, full of 12 Inquisitors, 3 of whom have kind of backed off, but are looking... They haven't seen Umberto yet because they've been looking at the slowly frying Fate Witch in front of them. Mykolas, what are you doing?
So Mykolas never likes seeing her hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. So that's probably going to stimulate his anger a bit.
Yeah.
And why not? He's going to start walking towards the Inquisitors in the room with full intent to cripple every man in that room.
All right. With what approach? Are you swinging the sword? Are you...
He's going barehanded.
We're brawling.
And he's as he walks towards them, he will say, "Hope that your God can save you from me."
Brawn and brawl, good sir. Umberto, you are on the other side of the room. Haven't been noticed yet.
Quickly, I give Mykolas a hero point.
Okay.
Thank you.
3 extra points to Mykolas.
So he sees that. He sees Mykolas go brute mode, and he's like, "Oh, okay, this party I can handle." And he's going to come up behind at least one of them and try to stab a guy from the back.
All right, go ahead and give me your finesse and weaponry. You'll probably get more than one.
Oh, go ahead
and Leonora.
For anyone who comes closer or like tries to help, I'm gonna go all knife hands with them and start like either stabbing or throwing a knife, depending on which one is closer.
Okay, so you're gonna have to pick.
Okay, I'll say I'm throwing.
Okay, all right. So finesse and aim.
Yeah.
3.
5.
4.
All right. So dang. All right. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. You all are going to drop everyone else in the room. As the it is just brutal. Mykolas is coming in, throwing punches. The Inquisitors aren't quite sure. Are we pulling swords? Or are we going and just are getting clocked? A few of them managed to get swords out and are rushing in to try to flank Mykolas, but then daggers start catching them as Leonora is knocking them back. And a few of them look like they might be able to finally get a good rush in and maybe actually bring some damage to Mykolas. But then Umberto is right there behind them and takes them down from behind. And for the moment, all that remain are the 3 who backed off with Leonora's original comment, which they're now feeling very silly about. Alejandro?
As Mykolas clocks one of them who was drawing his loaded pistol, it drops, sets off the powder storage in the room, in the building.
Okay. We have a trap active. Is what happens. And so a pistol spots and goes off. For the sake of this, you can see that the barrel is about to explode. It's not an immediate explosion. You all are going to get a reaction. You are not going to be able to, however, prevent the explosion. How are we going about getting out? Umberto is on one side of the room. Leonora and Mykolas are on the other. There is a window.
Where's the window?
About in the middle of the room.
And are we on like a second story or are we on like the base floor?
You're on the first floor.
Cool.
Yeah. Mykolas is by the door in and out of the building. So
I think I'm gonna go for the window.
All right. Leonora runs to jump out the window. That will be finesse athletics.
Yes.
Mykolas?
I will give her a hero point.
Okay.
Oh, you don't need to do that. Sweet summer child, I appreciate you.
Look, you already took injuries already.
Yeah, and don't die in there, please. Please.
It's me. What's the worst that could happen?
Wait. I should clarify. I'm pretty sure Mykolas actually could do something about the fire.
Yeah, you can.
I undersold. Yeah, you were not going to be able through mundane means to put the fire out. There won't be time for that. But Leonora, you're going to jump for the window. Before Mykolas tells us what he's going to do, Umberto, what are you doing?
Could I make it to the window?
From where you are, you think you could certainly run to the window. The problem will be it's very difficult to queue when running and trying to escape an explosion that's about to happen. So,
I'm trying to remember who's got the chess piece.
Rowan.
I have it.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
Do it.
Do it. Do it. You know you want to.
Yeah, you see, I was thinking I have two choices. The window I could probably get to, but I have to wait for everybody else to get through it, or the door with the other guys. My limited options are chess piece.
you
I know
already
where that
believe
goes.
I mean,
so are you porting?
I'm porting. Fuck it. Yeah.
All right. Take your wound and your
I'm
hero
about to-
point, and
I'm about to
Something
summon
like-
an Umberto like Pokemon.
It's like out of the pot and into the fire or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, Rowan is about to get down and dirty with these investors, so need to help. Makes sense.
okay.
Uh-oh.
So this takes you to your third dramatic.
Very
correct?
dramatic, yeah.
Yep.
Buddy.
Yep. Pulling a molly. Pulling a molly.
Yeah. It occurs to me.
You got this.
Okay.
We got this.
There's also you have other options too, but I remembered I should not have said you of all people, yes, could do something about the fire.
Yeah.
If it would have just been Leonora and Umberto, we would have been in trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mykolas will brush his cigar through the lit fuse, wave it in the air, and extinguish the fire.
All right. So, Lenora, what was your roll?
I got a 4.
All right. On a 4, you managed to jump through the window.
Can I say I did it like so well because I did it so much at the farm, and that I get a hero point?
You're arguing that jumping through the window to get away from exploding
Yeah.
gunpowder is a tried and true method learned. You know what?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hell
Take
yeah.
a hero point.
Thank you, my love.
Umberto bamfs away. And Mykolas, you do the thing and you watch as the fire goes out. Lenora, you land on the other side of the window and you come up and you see, what was it? You
10.
dropped, so 7 was 4. So the 3 remaining of the brute squad outside kind of like look around the wall like, ma'am? What's happening?
You
Oh,
don't
wait,
want
no,
to-
they'd be like, ma'am, quick, come over here. There's a fugitive.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over to them.
I am going to point out, currently Leonora is dressed like a Sarmatian soldier.
I am.
This is true.
I do look like a boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a boy.
Right. So, all right. So, yeah, looking like a soldier, they wouldn't go straight to it. So they'd be like, what are you? Why did you?
They threw me out. Duh. I failed basic training.
Panache convince
Girl.
Guys, I love Olaf. Olaf is my favorite character to ever play ever. You said panache convince?
These are brutes.
All right. It's fine.
These are
I-
That's
idiots.
smart.
Yeah.
I see the next TikTok video right now. She was convincing.
That's gonna be 2.
Two of them go, oh yeah, okay. The boss can get cut, and the third like, no. In fact, I don't even think that's a man.
Do you excuse me?
They clearly have a mustache painted on their finger, and they're holding.
I have not been walking around with a mustache painted on my finger.
Eventually, Solid Snake's cardboard box doesn't work, and people realize what's happening. So the brutes are rushing Leonora, and because there's 3 of them, you're going to take 3 minor wounds as they come in and slashing. Mykolas, you have put out the fire. Lenora's out the window. Umberto's just gone.
Mykolas is going to go outside,
Mm-hmm.
see these 3 brutes attacking Leonora.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to end well for them.
Nah. Still
Um,
punching?
Yeah, no punch. Like these guys haven't risen to the level of they deserve for me to stab them yet.
Yeah. Brawn and brawl.
Yeah.
And Lenora, your approach in this particular round of combat, you got 3 guards all around you?
I'm probably like dipping and dodging.
Mhm.
And hopefully gonna tag someone with my daggers.
All right, then let's call this a finesse and weapon.
Reroll one
All
of these.
right. That would be different. So
Just see if it's better.
Eh.
No. So 3.
Following the 3 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge.
dose.
Those. All right. 3 of them, you all have a total of 5 successes among you. Mykolas, as you come forward, you see Lenora actually managed to take 2 of these guys out with her dagger as they come forward before you get the final from behind, grab him by the scruff of the neck, and just pound him into the side of the wall.
And look at Leonora. You good?
She is holding onto her daggers with ravens on them.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And you almost don't see her react. It's just as if she went shing shing and then they fall to the ground. I think I am well. Do I have to keep the silly costume on?
No, you don't have to.
I will say that pants are very comfortable.
Well, we'll keep those on then, perhaps.
Okay. I will take this off. And then she goes in for her mustache and peels it off.
All
and
right.
says, I'll miss you, Olaf. And then, whew.
Oh, no. He catches it. No, you might need that later.
Oh, man. Okay.
So, back in the restaurant. First off, Alejandro and Rafael, as the 2 of you clash together, what are your approaches?
So Alejandro, he takes his stance. He takes out his dueling knife in his one hand and his rapier in the other. He goes, like old times, Rafael. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do now.
And Rafael, you are faced, with the duelist.
Yep.
And you know a good one.
Very good one. So Raphael just kind of looks, there is a shine and mist to his eyes, and he goes, it did not have to be like this. And he is going to step back into a stance that mimics Alejandro's. It's not going to be quite the same, and Alejandro knows that, but it is going to be something adjacent, and he is going to take out a knife in one hand and his sword in the other, and he's just waiting to see what his approach is before he throws or if he parries.
All right. So while the two of you are still visibly menacing each other, Rowan, you have slammed in. You are in the thick of it with a whole bunch of these Inquisitors. I'm going to need you. First, we're going to see how you do as they are all coming at you. We're going to treat this mostly as challenges and risks on your part. Go ahead and give me, I'm going to call it your brawn and weaponry, as you are casting swing big axe around at all these people.
Casting act.
The material components are axe. The somatic component is swing axe. And the verbal component is ah!
And I get another die for weaponry risk. She gets a lot of shit when it comes to fighting, and I forget that every single time. And then boom for flair.
Mm-hmm.
Flair. And let me check on my other shit that she has. You use your opponent's coming down when you take wounds from a bruise squad. Oh! Didn't use that the last time that I needed that. That's okay. Here we go. So many die. Math. What was the rule about if you have 3 dots in the skill, you can re-roll one single die? Yep. That's better. Cool. Fuck. Math. Okay. 10.
This word from Swashbuckler. Fuck math.
Fuck math. Math sucks, kids. No, don't listen to me.
The official stance of the Basics of the Game channel is
no. I have four raises with one.
4 raises. All right, you are going to take 1 minor wound as you are kind of in the midst of all of them fighting them off. And these, like I said, these are not brutes. They are these are good, skilled fighters. They're not duelists, but they know their way around the sword, and they're trying to keep you at bay after having been a little bit scattered when you ran into them with a freaking table. And they're moving around, trying to get a good feel for you. And right as the point you're coming in, and one is trying to get close to you, and you kind of bash them with the butt of your axe, and you turn around. Suddenly, everyone sees what appears to be like a fountain of blood appear in the middle of nowhere, which then vanishes with a single drop going down into the carpet. And there is Umberto Vitale looking hurt.
Rowan will be like, that's cool, but fucking weird all at the same time. Fighter run. Choose. He's gonna duck a sword and then punch.
You were in a room. You can see things have gone bad. There are a lot of Inquisitors here. Didn't you just leave this party?
He just proceeds to just string of Vidachin expletives.
Raphael's ex is a dick. Fight.
All right.
Clarification.
Yeah.
Approaches for this round. Alejandro.
So, Roan's beating people, right? Father Raphael is looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
My duelist school, I don't have a dueling dagger. It's Aldana. The dagger is being thrown at the back of Rowan's head to see what Raphael does.
Oh. Yep. No.
And I'm going to spend my 4th villain point. Raphael will see it dripping with something as the dagger is poisoned.
Ooh, cool. So two things are going to happen at once. He's going to throw the dagger in his hand to deviate the path so it hits somebody else, and he's going to full-on body tackle Alejandro into whatever surface it is, the wall, the table, the floor. He does not care. He is getting put in it or through it.
Okay. Gotcha. So first,
Yes.
hitting a dagger with your dagger out of the air, that's going to be a heck of what is your aim skill?
3.
Would you give me a hero point to pull this off?
If it helps, I'm cool with the dagger hitting me.
Because this is also, it's you trying to do two things simultaneously. So
that is fair. Then he might not do the thing with that. So would it cost me a hero point to throw the dagger at Alejandro so he brings up his weapon and then come in and tackle him that way? Would I still need a hero point for that?
Yeah, because it's still two approaches simultaneously.
That is fair.
I will give you so yeah, you're gonna have to either deal with the dagger or run into or tackle Alejandro. That said, tackling a duelist very certainly sets off the quirk you haven't had a chance to use yet this campaign.
That is
Tackle the dick.
Yeah, no, at that point, you know what? For the cinematography of it all, here's what's going to happen. His eyes harden, his jaw tightens, and he quite literally just runs full tilt at Alejandro. There is a fury the likes of which Alejandro has never seen from Rafael. And he is essentially what his end goal is going to do is to be tackling him into the ground and is just going to be punching him until he stops moving.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your brawn and brawl.
Okay.
And this is giving up the attack on. This is giving up throwing the dagger.
Yeah, at this point,
that's straight into the charge. All right. Rowan, because you are occupied with the things and a villain point was spent, I'm going to take you all the way to your first dramatic.
I mean, I'm also immune to poison, by the way. But cool with me. All to my first dramatic. So do I like
Chandler is mad right now because in the other campaign, Chandler also has that.
And it keeps being used against me, which is great.
So when I mark a dramatic, do I also mark all the minor wounds?
Yeah, everything up to the dramatic gets filled.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Cool. Thank you. Oof. Actually, never mind.
So your first dramatic wound. And how many raises there, Raphael?
3.
3. And Alejandro takes 3 as you are driven down into the ground. That sets off your use a method other than the sword to deal with the duelist from your DS throw background. So that's a hero point for Raphael.
Yes.
Finally, we got that one in. It only took us a year. And and Alejandro, you have now been driven down into the ground and are getting punched. You're not to a dramatic wound yet, but
give it time. The drama's
not the face, not the face.
Umberto, what are you doing? You've been told everything's bad, everything's awful.
He's just, he's just going to start stabbing at things because he didn't want to go to this party. He left that party. He didn't want to get to another one.
All right.
So this time he's just bar hopping into parties he doesn't want to be at.
Do you want either brawn or finesse, whichever you prefer, and weaponry?
Finesse and weaponry, as always.
If you use the different one, don't forget you would get flair, if that makes a difference.
I would end up with the same amount either way. It doesn't matter, flair or no flair.
All right.
Flair's the only reason I got 3 hits off of that last roll because that was the first time I was rolling that.
Flair for the campaign, as I recall. Like you have Raphael doesn't go to punch a guy.
Nope.
That's Rowan's job.
Yeah.
Separate spheres.
4.
All right, so Umberto's getting in and is getting some good hits too, and some of these Inquisitors are starting to go down. Let's do our fighting. Alejandro, you've been brought down to the ground. Next reaction, please.
Alejandro's an Aldana duelist. So the key to being an Aldana duelist is feints, parries, and moving your body in just the right direction to escape an assault. So as he's going down, as Raphael is swinging in for a punch, he's going to attempt to slide underneath, draw his fencing foil, and come for Umberto's throat. Because there's an extra person here. He needs to die.
Okay. I'm going to say with where you're at, you're going to have trouble getting a good hit on Umberto right now because you've been tackled by the table, and Umberto's over by where that other melee is going on. So
then I can duel with Father Raphael for a minute if that needs to happen.
Okay. Go ahead and give me, let's see, for you, this would probably be a base 6 roll, but don't forget we have Umberto, who has a total of 2 dramatics. Has anyone else gotten to their second dramatic?
3 dramatics. 3 dramatics.
Yeah, but 2 is the one that affects your roll.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Nobody else yet. Leonora's real close.
So you're gonna be rolling a total of 8 dice for this.
Lovely. I like it when you guys get injured. Can the rest of you get injured? Leonora, you like being injured, right? I think you should do that thing you did already again. I think you should do that again.
I'll do something else. How's that?
I give you permission. Tongue kiss him.
Don't worry, Raphael. Remember, duelist.
Okay.
I might be rolling more dice this next one.
Okay.
Ooh. That is both a really good roll and a really bad roll all at once. Okay. But that made it better. Because I got to re-roll one because it's a base 3 at 3. So that is 4 raises.
4 raises. So this is you simultaneously. Okay, because first you need to get out from under Raphael. So Raphael, as this fight is continuing, are you just still punching? Are you using your sword? What are you doing in this mix-up now?
Is there a way where I can take another, or the dagger that I had, other dagger I had in my hip, and not quite drive it through the bottom of his jaw, but basically hold him hostage for a second?
Not particularly, not in the middle of a fight when he's also going to have the use of his sword. So,
can I disarm him then?
You can attempt to disarm.
Cool. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take his pointy stick from him.
Do you have any special disarm abilities?
Other than disarming smile, no, I do not. Technically, no.
What is the text on disarming smile?
Spend a hero point to stop a character from drawing a weapon, starting a fight, or resorting to violence.
Yeah, too late for that.
Yeah, so that's wait.
I'll have to look in the mirror for that one and go back in time.
Can I use the sword to add some dice to help disarm him? Because from the fencer, I gain a bonus dice when I'm using a rapier, dagger, cutlass, or similar weapon in one hand.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make this your finesse and weaponry as you were attempting for the disarm. I'm going to tell you it's unlikely to succeed because keeping your sword in your hand is really important for duelists. So, and he's not bad at what he does.
That is more than fair. I will give it my best shot. And I think because I get a flare for that because I have not rolled that yet. Oh, 1, 2, 3. That is 4.
All right. On 4s, the two of you are fighting. Alejandro, you've always been the better with the sword. Raphael tended to tricks and stuff like that. They were trained as a diestro, and you, above all, knew that. You see the attempted disarm arm come in, and you're able to hold on to your blade, but it does kind of throw you off. Plus, the fact that you are being pressed to get out from under and get out from the disadvantage that you have. You are going to take. You are going to take a couple of wounds, which is going to get Alejandro to his first dramatic. And so Raphael gets a stab in. And then with what you have remaining, you are going to do 6 minor wounds to Raphael.
Woo! That's the first dramatic for me.
Mm-hmm. And there's a moment as you both are staring there, having drawn each other's blood. Alejandro. Raphael is now bleeding by your blade, but you are also bleeding from his. How is Alejandro reacting in this?
I do this for your own good. You've been bewitched.
You sound just like them.
And you consort with sorcerers.
What I
Good.
consort with,
At least.
what I consort with is beyond your comprehension.
And yet you've
You are
made...
not ready for what is coming and what is already arrived.
You sound like a heretic.
You wouldn't be the first to say it. But you already knew that, didn't you?
I will save you from your fate.
There
I'm
is
sorry.
nothing to save.
Then
All
I will
right.
save your memory.
Excellent. We're going to go back to Leonora and Mykolas. For the moment, all of the Inquisitorial Guard and Inquisitors around you are down. There's no sign of Umberto.
Lenora's gonna read and see where the black thread leads.
Oh, yeah. The black thread goes off that way.
Cool, we go that way.
So I have a plan.
Please don't tell me you are going to fly again.
I'm not going to fly. Why would I do that?
Because you did it last time and you did not prepare me, and so I'm now like have PTSD on flying, okay? I'm
I
not
promise.
a flyer. I like my feet firmly on ground.
I promise I will ask the next time before I make you fly. No,
And so are you asking now?
no. I'm actually going to cause a distraction while you go to the rest. This was a plan. Somebody did this on purpose. Somebody with control. I'm going to draw their forces off.
You better be safe.
Well, as safe as I ever am.
That is less than comforting, but perhaps this can help. And she's going to give him a kiss on the cheek and is going to spend a hero point and take a lash to give you a major blessing that you can use 5 dice at any time until the end of the session.
Nice.
Is this the first time you've gotten this kind of blessing from her, Mykolas? I'm trying to remember a time she gave you dice in this way before. I'm not recalling any.
She's given minor blessings.
I've
But
given minor. I don't think I've given Mykolas a major.
yeah, like I think we did in the playtest. That's about it.
Yeah. Mykolas, you get a kiss, which I'm guessing you've thought of before. It is to the cheek, but just a sort of, And as there's this moment, there's also like a static energy in the air. It feels somewhat similar to what you've seen when she is discharging, when she discharges with wounds. And Rona picks up. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? This is different. Where are we causing this distraction?
And I am going to use the fact that I am good at warfare to come up with the best place to draw the most attention, and I'm going to start heading that direction.
Just go ahead.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your wits and warfare. And Lenora,
May I
after the
take?
case-
Yes.
go
May
ahead.
I take this as an opportunity to do what I can to assist Mykolas in his plan, but like working behind the scenes, working in the shadows, so that he is obviously the forefront of it as best as I can.
So rather than following the black thread, going along with Mykolas to aid him in creating the distraction.
Correct. Before
Okay,
I
sure.
go off and follow the black thread.
Sure. All right. So for now, you're sticking with Mykolas, but staying back. Are you trying to make sure Mykolas doesn't know you're doing this? Are you also hiding from him?
No, I'm just making it a point to be utilizing my virtue.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and give me your finesse and hide as you are working to be present and around invisible in the background. Mykolas, did you get your roll?
That's a good roll, actually. Let me re-roll that because warfare. Yeah, that actually ends up being pretty good. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I also have 4.
All right. You look around and you look up. The Grand Cathedral. Anything goes wrong there, literally everyone in town will converge on it.
I'm helping you.
Come on then.
You two start moving through the streets, and as you are going along, the streets feel strangely empty. Like, there's still people around, but the guard presence seems reduced somehow. There's the occasional guard moving along, but particularly with Lenora's role, it's basically just one Samartian soldier walking around. No one, to this point, has had any reason to really worry about you. No one has gotten any orders like that. And you get to the central courtyard of Vatican City. On one side, you have the Hierophant's Palace. On the other, the Grand Cathedral.
What are you thinking?
Oh, and in the middle, a very large, very decorative fountain. It's a circular plaza.
So, question about the Grand Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have bells?
It does indeed have bells.
I think I'm going to go climbing.
Now?
He'll look up at the bells. We want to attract attention.
All right. And then what are you going to do once we get the attention?
A daring escape?
Ah, I see. You have everything planned out then.
It should work. The confusion should be great. Once the confusion sets in and there's a big crowd with only 2 people, they'd be hard-pressed to find us.
All right. Then once you have climbed this, what am I supposed to do?
Well, I could tell you to hide, and I don't know that you would.
I'm great at hiding. What do you mean?
Or to go warn Umberto and the rest.
I could do that too. I helped you get this far, so now I know that you will be safer. Well, if you think that you have it from here, I can go.
And he'll put his hand on her shoulder. I trust you. You know what you're doing.
I try.
Good.
Okay. Well, have fun with your bells. And she's going to start walking towards the black thread. And as she's walking, she's going to shake her hands, and she is going to just make like a big jump, just to like, we're getting ready, we're piping up, whatever. But in all of this, just exhausting all of this energy, she is going to release 6 lashes into the ether.
The count of villain points is now to 7 as
More dice for me!
You're fucking welcome.
all right, Mykolas.
1.
Well, there's a big old building. There's bells at the top of it. And this is a big building. This is tall. This is grand. Big old cathedral.
Yeah.
Are you going up from the inside, or are you trying to go up on the outside?
If there's a way to go up from the inside, he will. But I don't know if there will be a door that would be open.
So you go forward, and the doors to the Grand Cathedral are actually, even at this point, open. You see votive candles set out. You see pilgrims walking in and out and praying at various points before various murals of the prophets. There is a priest giving a mass. Well, wouldn't be a mass because they don't have communion, but like a version, like a Catholic mass, and speaking, and like the general. There are a lot of doors going in various directions.
I'm going to look for, just based off of how the building is shaped, look for a door that will take me closer to the staircase going up. I assume there is one.
We'll go with your wits, and my instinct is scholarship, because it's okay. What do I know of architecture to figure out what's the most likely thing? If you want to try to talk me into something else, I'll listen.
No, scholarship makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I have a dot of it at least, so that's something. And I get flair because I haven't used that skill so ever. So I got 2.
On a 2, it takes you a little while. You go in, you open one door. There's a very nice priest there. It's like, are you here to give confession?
Perhaps in a bit. But at the moment I'm looking for a different room. I apologize. I did not realize I was going to. This is the confession. It's new in our country.
Very fair. Enjoy your pilgrimage.
But yeah, he's going to continue looking for the staircase.
You go over, you open another door, and in there you see what appears to be a young priest and a young nun doing what young priests and young nuns are not supposed to do with each other, but which very definitely happens. And as you open the door, they both go, we were praying.
Go with Thea. He's just going to continue past them.
Chandler, I saw the hand raised.
Check Discord.
I am not seeing anything new from you in Discord.
Check my private chat. Oh, that's the wrong private chat.
You put that in Arnell's private chat. Okay, hang on.
Give me 1 second.
I was like, I've had it open. How did I miss that?
It's Chandler's. I put it in Chandler's, not in Chandler's lair. I'm gonna move it over to the right chat. Give me a second.
Sure thing.
I see they're practicing.
We do occasionally run into this problem when someone is a player at one table and a villain at the other. There are a lot of private chats. Sir.
Boop. Okay, now it's there.
Okay. You finally find the stairs, Mykolas, and as you start your way up, you're moving, and you come into a hallway, and pushing it open, you walk in, and you see a priest kneeling over a body that's been covered very hastily by a shroud. There's blood on the marbled floor. As the priest looks down and goes, King Sandoval, murdered by Los Vagabundos. How? Why?
Yep, Mykolas is not stopping. He's heading up the stairs. That's somebody else's problem. That is not his problem tonight.
That is a later problem. Go on up the stairs. We will jump over to Leonora. Lenore,
I'm sticking to the shadows as much as possible.
you already had that good roll from before, so you're doing a good job of bouncing around to the various shadows, following the thread, and you start hearing noise. The sound of a brawl and yelling.
Mm-hmm. Can I?
And then you hear a very familiar sound. There are not many people who can recognize the voice of an axe. You recognize the voice of an axe. All right, you Inquisition bastards! I've been waiting for my turn for this whole time.
Cool. I'm walking towards the freaking noise, and trying to again keep myself hidden and try to sneak around quietly so that I can see whatever's happening.
You get to a point where you have a view in the windows, and what you see is a very hurt-looking Umberto, currently slashing around with the sword. You see Alejandro and Rafael staring at each other, and you see Roaning with a whole parcel of Inquisitors around them coming in and fighting. Umberto, we're going to start with you. Now that some of them are realizing that you're there and have gotten over the initial fear of, oh God, it's a blood witch, I'm going to need you to make let's call this either a weaponry roll or an athletics roll as you're trying to hold off these Inquisitors who are now paying attention to you.
So athletics and what?
So either finesse athletics or finesse weaponry.
Okay.
As you're either trying to dodge their attacks or fend them off with your own sword.
We'll do athletics. Well, let's get bouncy.
Okay. We are dodging. We are hitting the O button for all we're worth. Chandler?
I'd like to spend another villain point to activate a trap for Umberto, as he steps in the wrong place. And this booby trap tavern that has been used as a trap for many a rival of the Inquisition, as he falls into a pit of sewage underneath the tavern.
Okay. So this roll for dodging their swords has now been dealing with the fact that the ground is falling out from underneath you, Umberto.
Sounds great.
3. So you take a move. So someone's coming in with the sword, and you step to the side and move it. But as you step, your foot keeps going through, and you are falling into this pit. And you manage to get out your hands and your feet to break on the walls going down, but the walls are unpleasantly moist, and you're having no luck getting any real traction. And you get down. You do take a minor wound from the fall as you hit, and then you splash, and you are in a sewer under a tavern, and everything that entails.
Well, this is horrible.
Rowan, you have all these Inquisitors coming at you. Go ahead and give me another either brawn and weaponry or brawn and brawl, depending on how you're fighting this.
The axe is a singing. Quite literally singing. I love him. Oh no!
I'm gonna spend another one of my villain points as the Inquisitors are luring Rowan into the same kind of trap.
All right.
I mean, could she have heard the whole "oh no" and then and
Well, this is going to be something different for Rowan. But first, let's get your role in how you were dealing with them.
Okay. When did I get the action? Because library. It's pretty good off bat, and then shit, I can't map. Oh no, math hurts brain. 4.
So on 4, finally, the last of these Inquisitors who've been moving and slashing at you are getting knocked down. And with Umberto's help, you've been managing. The axe is singing. The axe is loving it. And then you see Umberto fall, and you take a step, and suddenly the ground gives way from underneath you as well. Go ahead and give me your finesse athletics.
Okay. Oof. Actually, that's not hard.
I have a lot of villain points. I gotta use them. Don't worry, it's about to get worse. For at least Umberto.
Lacar's going to start taking this personally soon.
Well, you're at 3 major wounds. I'm sorry.
Math again. The game that revolves around having to use math. That is 3.
3. You are going to take 2 minors as you fall down into the pit. And also splash. You are in a sewer. It is gross. And you can see Umberto a little way away from you. As these 2 fall, the Inquisitors have been handled through Roan and Umberto's fighting efforts. So now the room is just Rafael and Alejandro. Rafael, what is your approach? It is immediately clear, just sword to sword, he's going to beat you.
Me, just sword to sword, he's going to beat me?
No, Alejandro will win this fight, sword to sword, if that's all there is. And Rafael, you can clearly see it. You are muted. Yeah.
So what I am going to see if I can do at this point to try and give myself somewhat of a leg up to kind of tilt it in my favor, because these are his rules, not mine. I'd like to take the cape or cloak that I have been wearing, and I would like to attempt to wrap it around his head, kind of in a constricting fashion, and seeing if that helps.
Give me a finesse, and I'm going to call this. This is a finesse and brawl.
Oh, goody. I haven't had to roll that ever. Okay, give me 1 second. You said finesse and brawl plus the extra one. That's not a terrible roll for Elmo, but it isn't the... Okay, that's that. That's that. That is 3.
Okay. With a 3, you're able to move in. Alejandro at the last second sees what you're doing. You're going to take a minor as Alejandro manages to get under with a cut of the sword, but you do manage to briefly get your cape around Alejandro's head, and Alejandro isn't immediately able to deal with you. What is Raphael's? I do see Leonora. 1 second. When you have this moment of distraction where Alejandro can't see you, What you doing?
I am going to take his sword from him again, or try to.
He's got a grip on it. So, and he's
Okay.
going to be expecting disarm. So again, that's going to be that's sword play. So that's you in his wheelhouse.
Can I, instead of like going for like a typical try to pull the sword out of his hand, can I just slash at the area right below his thumb? That little tendon right there.
So you're going to, again, this is still sword to sword. So it'll be your weaponry versus his.
Ooh, I have an idea, but I don't know if I can actually pull this off.
Give it, name it. Let's see.
I would like to try to use well, technically I do have a pistol, but I'm not pulling that out right now. So I'm trying to use use this distraction as a social attempt to get him to see to see reason. He doesn't know if it'll work, but it's different. I'm trying to practice what I preach, in so much that I am trying to not actually cause irreparable harm to this man, because he does still carry some form of love for him, but it's more of just trying to convince him to see how much this is just madness.
All right. You are not going to have much time to talk.
That's fair.
Make your pitch. What are you saying to him? You've got this moment. He's trying to get your cape off of his face.
Can you not see this is madness? I don't want to hurt you. Please see reason.
All right. This is a convince. So go ahead with your panache and convince.
Do I get my ordained for this?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say ordained. He's a member of the church.
Whew. That is 3.
3. All right. So with 3 successes, it's a decent pitch. And in that moment of all of your rage and anger, Alejandro, you are hearing not just your former fiance, but your former colleague. Someone you used to talk about this stuff. Before you respond, however, Leonora, you had an idea, a thing Leonora was going to be doing in that situation. This will be happening simultaneously with Rafael making the pitch.
Yeah. So while this is happening, Leonora is watching all of this in the window and is like applauding Rafael for his efforts. But she is readying a pull if Alejandro decides to lunge at Rafael.
Cool. Noted. Alejandro, you are able to get the cape off of your head. You were not helpless. You've had to learn how to fight when you couldn't see perfectly before, but certainly more vulnerable than usual. And the opportunity was not taken to kill you. And they made a good pitch. What is Alejandro's reaction?
I do not wish to harm you either, my love. I seek to free you. As I spend another villain point for him to catch a lantern and fling it down the trap.
Could I say that this would be an opportunity to pull him?
This is an opportunity to pull.
Incredible. So I am pulling him obviously towards the window, towards the direction. If there are any boxes or if there are tables or chairs or whatever in the way, and if he flies through them, he will lose health, or he will get 1 wound.
A dramatic or just a minor?
Just a minor.
Okay.
It just says takes 1 wound.
All right. So, Alejandro, as you were about to make your slash to knock the lantern down into the pit, suddenly you feel something grab you, but it's like it's grabbing you from like your soul. But it is a physical tug as you are whipped and pulled through a chair into the wall, and you are hurt. Raphael, this has created room between you and him as he has been pulled towards the window. Leonora is hidden very well out there, so you do not immediately see what just happened, but you have an opportunity either to pull up the attack, to run. What are you doing?
Oh hell. So did the lantern go down the trap?
No.
Okay.
The lantern is still on the wall. It was not affected by the attack. Alejandro got yanked
Oh, good.
before that could happen.
Yeah, at this point, he's going to run over to the trap that Umberto is in and is going to try and pull him up.
It's going to be way too deep for that. You're going to get there and see that this is a pit down in Splash. So this isn't like they're up to their waist and they're like trying to get up out of the pit. They are.
Got it.
So yeah, you're not going to be able to pull them up in any kind of time. It's
okay then.
Maybe you could jump down.
No. No, at this point, I would like to do what I can to incapacitate Alejandro.
So what can you do to incapacitate Alejandro?
Since he had the idea of throwing the fire, he's going to reach up, grab the lantern, and throw it at him. At his feet, rather. At his feet.
So you are starting a fire in the restaurant. Okay.
Yes.
You reach out, you grab the lantern, and you toss it down to Alejandro's feet. There's no way for Alejandro to start that. And I'm just going to say a fire starts. And it picks up remarkably quickly. You're a little bit surprised at how quickly this fire lights and starts spreading. As meanwhile, down below, Roan and Umberto, what have you been doing since you splashed? The sewer goes in two directions. We'll say north and south, though I don't know that either of you would know that.
Roan is cursing at Castilian. She's like,
I couldn't agree. It's such a lovely smell we discovered.
well, I always somehow fall great distances onto my ass every fucking time we do something, and she stands up and helps Umberto up.
Would Umberto's direction sense help him?
Yes. You have a sense this sewer is going in one direction. You're guessing towards one of the many aqueducts that sort of bring water and service the water to the city, and the other seems to be heading in the direction of the fountain in the main plaza.
So, do we go back up or, somewhere else?
Yes, anywhere that is not here. Lovely vacation spot, though. If you're over at, or
Umberto.
Sorry.
Which way we going? We
Yes.
heading to the aqueducts or we heading to the fountain?
What the voice in the sky said. What are we doing?
Fountain.
Fountain.
All right.
Let's go.
You both start moving towards the fountain. For one thing, the water's starting to get much nicer because you're getting away from the thing. But as you are kind of sloshing through and you're moving forward, instinctively almost, Rowan, you look back over your shoulder and you watch as a single spark, falls down through the pit, hits the water in the sewer, and you know the scene in Waterworld.
Oh God! how
And you
How
watch
fast
as
is-
fire catches to the top of the water and starts moving to you. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to show some previews of some other shows we have on the channel, and we will be back with you shortly. My name is Dan McCurdy. I'll be your storyteller this evening. You can find me at RevDMC247 on TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky. And if you find me anywhere else, all I can say is that I was young and I needed the money.
Hello, my name is Chandler, and today I will be playing our now Cicero, seducer of non-human creatures.
Hi everybody, I'm Ryan. I go by Darth Caustic on all socials, and I'm playing Asgeir Ironhand, and you only get me from the waist up because feet don't come for free.
I've never wondered until now. You know, so it's like, what does Demetrius gotta do to see some Asgeir toes?
Hello, I am Rage Mouse on Things That Matter, and I play Vertilary Spectoire Couture, duelist and courtier, and she has immaculate feet.
I'm at Farm Grown Nerd, and I can't with you fucks. Let's get started with it.
All right. And welcome back. As Umberto and Rowan stare at the water that they're in catching fire as it starts heading towards them, Mykolas, you have finally managed to find the staircase. You finally managed to find the staircase. You see the body of the person, apparently King Sandoval, killed by a vagabundo. That's not your problem right now, though. And you start working your way further and further up. And as you are moving around, you hear the cathedral is starting to go on high alert.
Okay.
Words of murder, killer, stuff like that is going around, and you're hearing the guards moving around. Are you just continuing going your way, or and fight the guards as they come, or are you going to do anything to try to evade them?
I'm going to the top of the clock tower.
Yeah, you're climbing upwards, but you're going through hallways and stuff like that are...
I'm continuing up.
You're going up, and you're not letting things get in your way. All right. So as you are climbing, you come up, and a group of 10 brutes sees you.
What kind of dress are they? Can I tell who
Battersea
they're
guard.
with? Okay.
Not inquisitors, just guards.
Okay. I'm going to try something crazy.
Love it.
I'm going to go running up and say, King Sandoval has been killed by the Inquisition of all people. What is wrong with these people?
All right. Panache convince.
Yeah. So my panache and convince, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great pull for me. Good thing I have some extra dice available to me right now.
Rona in your head, really? You couldn't just...
No.
Really?
Rona will be satisfied if I pull off what I'm planning. Okay. That is actually a really decent roll. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. All right. It's not clear if they believe you, but what is clear is you seem to be doing a thing, and you seem official enough in this moment that none of them are pausing to deal with you. They move on, they move past you, and I will give you an edit to the scene.
The door to the chamber where the bell is unlocked.
All right. You find the chamber you go at. Now, you walk in and you see the massive ropes that go up at least another 3 stories to the bell themselves. You are in the chamber. The ropes go up. You can see the bells up above you. And these are massive. They are not normally operated just by pulling. There is a whole mechanism that is operated here, but simply grabbing the rope is an option.
So anyone who uses firearms in this sort of era has a powder horn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to put the powder horn near where the bell is held to the wood that does the rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Shove it in good. Climb to the edge of the tower away from the street. And he's going to shoot it.
All right. While you are getting all that set up, Alejandro?
I'm going to spend another of my last 3 villain points.
Yep, you're down to 2 after this.
As he's setting up the powder horn, a Quasimodo-looking guy has come up behind Mykolas with a big box and hits him on the back of the head.
We're not going to get straight to the hit, but as this is being set up, a large Quasimodo-like figure walks in the room and seeing someone who does not belong messing with his bells, he rushes Mykolas.
Okay. I'm going to do my best to physically move him towards the well which the ropes go down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your brawn and brawl. Are you going to try to wrestle him there? Are you going to try to give him the little hits, try to get him to follow you in a certain direction?
More like I'm using his rush to sort of pull him off into the direction.
Finesse and brawl then. Finesse and brawl.
Yeah. That makes sense. And this one I can reroll 1. Let's see if it gives me. Oh, it does give me. All right, my reroll gave me a 10 on a die, so that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
You are able to move it around. He is big. He is lumbering. You're not even sure he's speaking an actual language as he's just roaring his way towards you. But sort of doing your Matador impression, you're able to kind of move around, get him, and he is now by the well that goes down to where the bells actually get rung.
Okay.
Your powder horn is in place. It just has not been set off yet.
In that case, I'm going to go off the side that isn't facing the street. So actually, it should be facing the roof of the cathedral, and fire his pistol into the powder horn as he goes out.
All right, go ahead and give me your finesse and aim, and just get at least 1 success.
Poor Quasi.
And you put him there, not me.
I know. But it was such a good idea.
Okay. Damn. I'm gonna. I don't need to, but I'm going to, just to see how good I got it. All right. I got 3, 2 of which were 10s.
All right. Yeah, all you needed was the one to. It was this. If you get the hit, this is going to happen. The shot goes into the powder horn. There's a spark, and there's a boom. And the mechanism, this massive mechanism, there's shrapnel going in every direction, and you see the large figure kind of lose their balance and sort of topple in towards the well, and ropes are snapping and the whole structure is just sagging. And for a moment, there's a loud ringing from the bells, but they're not falling until, as he plummets down this well, this person reaches out, grabs the rope to try to stop his fall, and gives the one last jerk. The bell detaches and falls down the well onto him with a loud clang.
Yep, I imagine that made a lot of noise, and everybody on the island heard it.
Mm-hmm. There was a ding, bam, 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 and you are now looking over. So away from the plaza. So the cathedral is on the other side of the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, you're in the cathedral. It's the palace that's on the other side of the plaza. But you are looking out over various buildings and stuff like that from where you are. And looking out over the city, you can see... Oh, actually, after the explosion, I'm going to need your resolve and athletics.
Yeah, I figured. Nice thing is I've been circling around the various dice pools, so I keep getting clear. Okay. This is less cool, but still. 3 with 1 left over.
3 with 1 left over. All right. You're going to take a minor wound from some of the shrapnel from the explosion. But other than that, you are not knocked out of the window. You don't take anything. Now, got to ask, Mykolas, when you maneuvered this guy over towards the pit and then set off the explosion with him there by the bells, did Mykolas know that this was going to be a definitely not survivable thing that he'd set this guy up for? Did Mykolas just kill the guy who was attacking him in a very definite death way?
I mean,
in how he thinks of it, like if it's the midst of the fight. So
in how he thinks of it, this guy just tried to brain him while his back was to that well. He thought he was trying to kill him. So that felt very much like, no, this is what you do. Somebody tries to kill you, you kill them. Like it wasn't like he was helpless on the floor or something like that. So
okay, dropped the big ass bell on him.
I mean,
keep thinking about that. It's not an automatic, but I'm. You definitely didn't just knock him out. This was the maneuver. Okay, I need you to stand right here now. Boom.
Well, yeah, that was just him trying to get out of the way of the guy and let him. You know, but yeah, this isn't a situation where he was helpless, which is usually where that line is drawn. He wasn't helpless. Okay. He was there and he tried to hurt him. So,
right. Okay, we'll stick with that. Okay. So you've evaded the damage. You're looking over and you can see the city starting to rouse beneath you. What's Mykolas do to start his escape from where he was?
He should be over the roof of the cathedral. He's going to slide down the roof.
All right. You're going to start your climb down, and we will get to that later.
I did have a question.
Oh, yes.
Does this count as sticking to a plan regardless of the danger to myself?
You know what? Yeah, we'll give you that one.
Okay.
I mean, definitely, like, oh, this will be all easy. Oh, God, there's a guy trying to hit me. Okay, so yeah, no, definitely counts. Lenora, you see the fire that is very quickly spreading along the floor of this restaurant as Rafael and Alejandro are still staring at each other, and you're kind of trying to figure out, okay, what's my next move, what I'm going to do. And then you hear a gunshot at a distance, And then you hear a bang. And then you hear a yell. And then you hear the loudest bell toll sound, along with very ominous masonry and metal crunching sound coming from the Grand Cathedral itself as you turn around and look as one of the major bell towers of this thing. There are 3, one for each prophet. And for the fun of it, it'll be the third one that
That's hilarious.
that just I was like, I would ask, but I know the answer. And you see this massive bronze bell just crash, 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 and crash to the ground.
I swear to God, if he fucking killed himself, I will bring him back and kill him again. I am seriously concerned. So I'm trying to find a vantage point that I can at least see the tower. And do I happen to see anything? Can I read towards the tower? And
you have eagle eye, right?
I do have eagle eye.
You look up towards the tower, and on the far side of the tower, you see a figure that you're pretty sure is wearing some Martian soldier gear start climbing down the outside of the tower from where this just happened.
He would be that stupid to climb down the tower that he just blew up. So she's going to watch and make sure that he falls safely. I'm not gonna pull him. And she's going to trust, because that is what they have, trust that he's going to get down safely, and try to find another vantage point on Raphael, because right now Raphael is her concern.
Okay. So you're looking for vantage points to try to kind of. All right.
I'm still being sneaky and being in the background and being in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's fire going on right now.
Yeah, no one's looking for you out the window right now. It's all.
But also, this fire in this building is freaking me out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Down below, Umberto, Roan, the water you are in is quickly catching fire. The fire is moving towards the both of you at a rather rapid pace. What we doing?
Being the first person. Yo, well, yeah.
How deep is the water?
You are in up to Umberto to your chest, Roan, about your stomach.
Oh no! I thought it was shallow in water.
Yeah, no, we're not that lucky.
No. Oh, Raphael, not Raphael. Fuck. Roan says, shit. Port something grabbing hold.
I can only port to you.
Fuck. Swim.
Fire's coming.
Hit me later, and then he grabs Roan and pulls them both under the water.
All right. As you are diving down into this truly filthy water, you can hear the X as you both get pulled down under the water, and you started heading in the direction of the fountain. Go ahead and both of you give me brawn and athletics as you are swimming for all you're worth under the water.
Oh boy. You said brawn and athletics, right?
Brawn and athletics.
Very good at this. Jeez. This is a new role, right? For me.
I have 2 villain points, right?
You do have 2 villain points left.
How good of an idea would it be to raise the difficulty to 15s?
Fuck you.
It's often enjoyed. It's up to you. But do it quick before they make the roll if you're gonna.
Nah, go ahead and make the roll. I have another person I want to spend the 15s on.
So devious. I got 3.
4.
With 1 left over.
All right. With the 3 and a 4, as you both die down, do you want to sell the 1 left over?
Not yet.
Okay. As you both dive down and are swimming for all you're worth, making your way down. Umberto, you manage. You swim and you swim and you swim, and then all of a sudden you start realizing the water's moving faster than you're swimming in it. You're more aiming yourself than moving along. You've been caught in a current. And you kind of look up very hesitantly, opening your eyes underwater to see, is it safe to go up? Is there fire up above you? And looking up, you don't see any fire. And so you start making your way up to get to air, and there's just the top of the cistern. You're in this tunnel that is whipping you both through and getting faster and faster and faster until suddenly you pop out of this hole in a massive wall and are dumped into this massive cistern. Umberto, you make it all right. You don't take any wounds. Rowan, you take a minor wound from holding your breath longer than you were counting on. And you have a moment as you are both spat out into this deep cistern. Give me your finesse and athletics, both of you, as you make an attempt to dive. Three.
4.
This time switched up. Rowan manages to pull out into a fairly perfect dive and doesn't take any damage. Umberto, it's a little bit of a backflop as you were turned around trying to find air, then suddenly you were in the air. You managed to mostly correct yourself, but you take a minor as you hit the water. Where does that leave you at?
A little ways away from my 4th.
Okay, so and you were both in this massive underground cistern, and kind of just treading water at this point because it is also very dark down here. But in a place where it is not very dark at all, Rafael and Alejandro, you are facing each other in this now on fire restaurant. Fire spreading everywhere. Alejandro, you know, probably with some satisfaction as sparks and stuff from below. And there's actually, you would be both fully aware of this. When one of the sparks falls down into one of the pits, there's a phoom, and you both see the shot of heat and smoke as whatever was down below catches fire. Rafael, you have no reason to believe that Roan and Umberto might not have been cooked by what just happened.
Something breaks in Raphael, and he starts to cry, and then he turns. Quick question, does he know that there's a whatever direction they might have gone off in?
You have no idea what's down there.
Okay, that's fair. He's going to run out of the thing, because he doesn't trust himself to stay in this building and not commit acts that would be very unbecoming of a priest. So
All right.
he is running out of
in athletics as you start to run away.
Yeah. Brawn and athletics, which I think I have rolled this time. I think. I don't remember. Either way. That is 2.
2. You are coughing. It is hard. There is the smoke and everything around here is gathered. Alejandro, you watch as Rafael starts to run. Maneuvering around in this fire is going to be difficult. You had to take a step back when the fire lit at your feet. What are you doing?
One moment. Okay. I'm looking for something here. I can't find it. I was looking for something. There's a song Shakespeare wrote about killing a king in one of his plays. But as Rafael, as Alejandro has been like dragged back into a wall by this sorceress power, making it 100% certain that Father Rafael is consorting with many different types of sorcerers. Who knows what other types of sorcerers they're consorting with? Alejandro just begins to laugh as far as he's concerned, the person who needed to die is dead. And now, since Raphael is not staying, clearly he must have been involved in the plot that he uncovered a few days ago in his letters.
All right. Lenora, from your perch where you're watching Mykolas move around, you start seeing there's various like places where drainage and stuff would go into the various drainage and culverts that are used to keep water off of the streets. And you start seeing smoke billowing out of these as the fire seems to be spreading underneath the city. And then you see Raphael run coughing and crying out of the front door of the restaurant and running basically blindly, right, Raphael?
Yeah, pretty much. At this point, he's running blindly and he's choking on both the smoke and probably the amount that he's crying.
Lenora is seeing this. She realizes that whatever the pit was is some kind of tunnel system under the city because of the smoke that's coming out of the ventilation system, or the sewers, I should say, or whatever grates there are. And so she is at this moment worried for the safety of this city and what else could be down there to, like, I don't know, blow the city up. So she is going to continue to wait in the shadows because she didn't see Alejandro come out. So she's waiting to see if Alejandro comes out.
You do hear the laughter.
She's going to peer in the window and watch.
So you're watching as Raphael runs off blindly and then do not see any sign of pursuit from Alejandro just yet. Mykolas, as you are making your way downtown, go ahead and give me your brawn athletics as you climb down the side of a building, which anyone who's ever played too many Assassin's Creed games can tell you is easier said than done.
There's a thing of hay down at the bottom, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you better have them button inputs ready to go.
That's pretty good. I got 3.
3. All right. You are going to take a minor wound on your descent, just from random bits, but you're going down hand over hand, and you're now about halfway down the building. You can see just from within the walls, and as you're climbing past windows, you can hear the elves trying to figure out what's happening. What happened to the bell tower? Others are talking about the vagabundos who killed King Sandoval. Others are talking about the Samartian, and who was he, and was he behind all of this, and rumors spilling as people are shouting. But you know the sound of chaos. No one's in charge right now. Like, there are people shouting orders, but so many of them that none of the soldiers, none of the guards really seem to know who they're following at this point.
Okay. Have I made it down? Like, when you say I've made it down, like, have I made it down to a place where I could enter in and not be, or am I on the ground? What's
so
going on?
you are about halfway down the building. Pretty much anywhere you go and you'll run into chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So none of it's going to be an organized search, but any of it might just spark into violence, because now you've got guards who are looking for something to fight and haven't found anything.
All right. I'm going to climb back in, hoping that the chaos will cover at least some of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's immediately... Yep. And he is going to immediately find some soldiers and order them, because I have that ability. They will listen to me, and tell them, find the Inquisition soldiers who turned traitor on us. They killed King Sandoval.
All right. They're going to follow your orders. They don't know if they believe you, but clearly this person is saying this. So whether or not that's true is over their pay grade. So, and they just do it, right? You use the ability.
Yeah, it's just an ability. When leaderships, I spend my hero point. They will do whatever I command, so long as it's reasonable.
All right. So they rush off looking for inquisitors, and you start hearing swords, blades on blades. Some guards are fighting for the inquisitors. Some are looking for a vagabundo. Some are, and the chaos is turning into violence.
Yep. I'm going to make my way out.
Okay. Give me your finesse and hide, I guess, as you get out, trying to just not get caught up in this violence you've sparked.
Can I make an argument for warfare?
Not in this one. This is you in a building. This is tight. This is...
the sensing of an ebb and flow of combat kind of thing.
Yeah, this isn't that kind of fight. You're used to battlefields and troop movements. This is just scared, angry people lashing out. So this is just, don't let them see me.
2?
All right. You get caught up in a couple of scenarios and things where you kind of have, so I'm going to give you another 2 minors as you continue your moving along, but you do manage to make your way down to ground level. Lenora, as you are there watching Alejandro, you've had your good laugh, but now it's actually getting hard to breathe inside the restaurant.
Gonna move to go out the back, not out the front.
Okay.
He's sneaking back to go talk to the Grand Hierophant and tell him that it's been a job well done.
So you move out the back. You would know, in point of fact, that there is not currently a Hierophant.
Not the Hierophant.
There is the High
Lord
Inquisitor.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Senor Cardinal. You make your way. Lenora, you see him move to the back of the building, and you're not able to track him from there.
I'm walking around the back of the building to hopefully catch up to wherever he is.
Okay. Give me, again, your finesse and hide. as you are trying to pursue without being seen.
Woo! Okay. 4.
4. Yeah, you were moving along fairly well, and you watch as Alejandro is walking towards the Hierophant's palace, still probably chuckling to himself. Alejandro, worth noticing, as you get out, you would look over and notice the mostly destroyed one of the bell towers of the Grand Cathedral. That was unexpected.
But not unwelcome. As he sees it and he cracks a smile. They did better than I thought. As he keeps walking.
Leonora is going to activate her virtue at this moment.
Okay.
And which is, for anyone who doesn't know, is the Moonless Night. Activate your virtue when you act behind the scenes, from the shadows, or through a proxy. For the next risk, when you determine raises, every die counts as a raise.
All right, what you doing?
So I'm going to sneak up behind Alejandro, and I'm going to wrap my arms around him and kiss him.
All right.
You're going to try to kill me?
Now, no, I wouldn't do that.
There are 2 kisses available.
I'm not doing the second one. I'm doing a curse kiss.
You're doing a curse. Okay.
Yes, a minor curse.
All right. And because, so this is going to be getting up to him, but it's going to work. So give me your finesse, your pool, or finesse and hide.
For my finesse and hide, that's going to be 6 raises.
With 6 raises across the board, you very quickly, very easily get up, and all of a sudden Alejandro is being kissed, and Leonora, you get an edit to the scene.
Yep. I'm going to say that in whichever direction that Raphael started running and crying to, he finds a moment to look to the sides and sees this happening.
Raphael, you look over and you see Leonora grab Alejandro and kiss him for where are your lashes at on this curse? 6.
I thought you released the 6th one, so it should be 5 now.
No, because I have to get another one to do this.
Oh.
And I also had to get one when I blessed Mykolas.
Yeah, it's been up and down. So with 6, Alejandro, the next 6 dice that you attempt to roll will just not happen. You feel as this magic just tightens in your skin, and there's this weird squeezing sensation. And then Leonora backs off, and now there is no doubt. This is a Fate Witch.
Draws his rapier.
And she's got 2 daggers at her side.
Draws his rapier and attempts to duelist her.
All right. Lenora, you are going to go ahead and give me your finesse and weaponry. Mm-hmm. We'll get you in a second, Raphael, because you have seen this.
I'm trying to get these 6 die out of the way. Because this is a pool of 6 plus 2, so I get 8. So that means I roll 2 die.
Yep, probably. You get to roll 2 dice.
I'm gonna roll 2 hunger die from my vampire set because those tend to go well.
3 raises.
I can't beat this, I don't think. But well, that didn't. No raises.
No raises.
I rolled 2 1s.
Would you like to sell for a villain?
So as Leonora comes in, and Leonora, what is your current weaponry rating?
So my weaponry is at a 0, but because I have my daggers, it goes up to a 1.
Okay. You come in and you are able to do, I'm going to call it, because you basically have Alejandro helpless here. You're going to be able to do another 4 wounds over the course of the full round of combat. which gets Alejandro to his second dramatic. Raphael, what are you doing as you see this?
He is going to run as fast as he can and take Alejandro off of his feet. He's trying to still do the incapacitate thing. So he's just going to take him into the dirt and try to pin him.
Tackle?
Yeah, so he's trying to take him and pin him to the ground.
What are your how many thoughts of brawl do you have?
That is one.
So another minor to Alejandro as you were able to, but because he can't resist right now, his 2 dice of this action have been taken up fighting Leonora. You are able to carry him over and smash him down into the dirt. We are going to now go down into the cistern. Rowan and Umberto, you are treading water in the dark. There is some light, alarmingly fire coming from one of the entrances, the one you fell out of. There's some moonlight coming through some raised above, but you were in this massive underground, mostly flooded chamber. You would guess the closest thing that you can see to a way out is probably a couple stories up.
This is so bad.
How difficult is it to climb to that way out?
Well, everything's kind of slippery and damp, but if you want to give me your brawn athletics,
What could I'm sorry. Everybody made faces when you said that, and we're not mature enough to let. I'm not mature enough to let that pass. Could we use? Could we use said axes and daggers to like not fuck us over with the slippery walls and stuff like that? To, like,
not particularly, because this is all stone. Like you're
stone. Fuck. Okay. Shit. All right.
Yeah, it's like water in columns.
Oh no. Okay. What was the roll? Sorry.
Brawn and athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Hey, all right. Fuck.
Yours as bad as mine?
It's not bad. It's just could be better. I got 3.
I got 2.
Oh,
all right. Umberto, that's going to be another 2 minor wounds for you. Rowan, that's going to be 1 for you. As you start hand over hand, sometimes sliding back down in a very Breath of the Wild style when it's wet, as you're making your way up and you get to the first basically tunnel leading out. You aren't up to open air yet. And you can get in a couple of feet and you see an iron grate.
At least can we hang on the grate or something?
No, you're in. You are in the tunnel. You just the grate is preventing you from going deeper into the tunnel.
As we're there, she will spit out water and then go, I'm going to put my foot so far into the chest of that stupid fuck.
Can you do me a favor? Can you channel some of that energy into this thing? You think you could get it moving?
Yeah, I think I can. Just give me a second. And
no, take your time. We're not on fire, so we're fine.
She's gonna because it says for a scene. I read it finally. I finally found it because it's like a small paragraph. She's gonna use one of her minor glamours for the scene, which is pain is temporary. Pretty much healing up just 5 wounds because I only have 1 rank in it at the moment. And because her bloodline is weird, her wounds will close like like very unnaturally, they would just shut. They would just slowly close. And Umberto is the first person to see that.
And Umberto, you've seen something similar to this before. Because you have seen how Raphael heals.
Ooh. Or wait. You know what?
So yeah, he at that point, honestly, how he's seen it, it doesn't surprise him. So he's just like, very nice.
Yeah. And I mean, that leaves me with one hero point also because I have to spend a hero point to do it.
Yep.
And then she is going to take a deep breath and Sparta kick the fucking gate. Or pull it off the hinges. Which one? What type of gate is this? Is this a kick gate or a pool gate?
This is
an
a
innie or an outie
grate that is covering. It's not a gate at all. It is.
Oh no! It's like a.
It is iron bars set into stone.
Oh, then she will try and like pull the bars apart then.
All right, brawn and brawl. And what's your brawl?
Tree.
Actually, I'll give you the choice between brawl and athletics. Brawl is you just trying to like Hulk smash it out. Athletics is like you measure yourself and give your strength to try to pull them out of the wall. You're not going to break the bars, but well, I mean, a lot of water goes through these, and they're not like tempered iron, so they're fairly rusted.
Okay, so it's not crazy that someone of her.
This isn't like the reinforcement on a door in a prisoner cell that like Mykolas had to deal with.
Could have opened it with just a key. And
people aren't usually alive when we throw them down here. It's
nobody maintains this place. Nobody expects there to be a person just wandering out.
Why didn't you take better care of this? We never got any complaints before.
Normally, we've already stabbed them, and then they just throw them in the pit, and then they get washed down into the cistern.
I got
four. On athletics or brawl?
Athletics for this one.
All right. With athletics, Umberto, you watch as Roan comes over, gets a grip on the bars, pulls, and the bars come loose. Problem is, Roan had to pull very hard and is pulling back towards the cistern. And so you watch as the muscle mommy, complete with iron bars about the size of the entrance that you're in, are coming towards you very, very quickly. Umberto, what is your reaction?
You have a chance to do something very funny here.
The only thing I can think to do is try to, use me to stop her.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Brawn athletics as you try to get in Rowan's way. To be fair, Rowan isn't trying to fall out back. This is just the bar suddenly give. So
she's like, shit.
This isn't like Rowan is bull rushing you.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get in her way.
Not coming at me at Mach 3. Just whoopsie, catch me.
The first time she was acting super dainty. Oh my god!
Not coming at you at Mach Profit. We
Mach
Four.
You brace yourself and you're ready for this to hurt. But you manage to hold up, and right before Rowan knocks both of you back into the cistern, without taking any wounds, you manage to get her stopped, and she is able to slowly turn and let the grate go without having to take both of you with it.
If that man does not marry you, he is a fool, and I will.
Well, you weren't privy to our previous conversation, so
all right,
cool.
He just looks. Huh?
You want to talk about it?
Upwards and outwards you both go. Mykolas, you've managed to get your way back down to ground level. And yeah, you've created confusion. There's a full-on civil war happening in the Grand Cathedral right now. And
he's trying to not draw attention to himself, walking with a cigar in his mouth, trying to not have to fight his way out of this square. So
yeah, no one's fighting here.
So yeah, he's gonna make his way towards the port because he figures that's the direction they're going to go.
All right, so you're starting to make your way towards the ship?
Yeah, like the assumption is once Leonora helps them escape, that they'll meet up at the ship. So
okay. Mykolas is making his way to the ship. Rafael, Leonora, and Alejandro. Alejandro, you've been pushed down into the dirt after some fairly bad cuts. Leonora, you're standing there with both of your knives. And Rafael, you've got Alejandro beneath you. And right now, Alejandro, you do not have your sword out. You were not expecting much of this. Well, no, you did have your sword out because you were going to attack Leonora with it. I'm actually going to say in the midst of all that, you dropped your sword. Like, that's how bad that went with no successes. And then you got linebackered by Rafael. So for the moment, you are pinned down.
Well,
Grab
Rafael.
his blade.
Lenore kicks it far away from all of them.
Well, Rafael, this is a different way to be in this position than I thought we'd be at this point, but...
Punch.
I
I didn't ask for your opinion. You don't get to have one anymore. And speaking to me is a privilege you no longer have.
I'm going to spend a villain point.
Mm-hmm.
A group of guards is going to approach with their rifles drawn, pointed at the back of Leonora.
I would be kicking the sword away from them, so I would probably be facing at this point. Unless they're coming from your other side.
Yeah, they're facing.
So guards are showing up. They have rifles up, aimed at all you. They are not. These are muskets, not rifles. So and they're guards carrying them. So it's not horrible yet. It could get horrible very quickly, Leonora and Rafael. You no longer have the power in this particular situation.
It's fine.
But you are not yet helpless either.
Yeah.
Lenora drops her daggers and places her hands up to the side.
Run.
And starts making her way around to where Rafael is. And hopefully in like a linear design to the guards.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're like this, she's trying to get to a point where they're like this almost.
They're moving around to kind of make that harder, but it does mean their approach has been slowed.
Yeah.
Rafael, what are you doing?
At this point, because he still has him sort of in like half in the dirt and is just gonna look over at Leonora and
run. This is my last gift to you. Run.
Says, I will run, but know that the fourth is here. And he's gonna take and drag Leonora away from the group.
And as she gets brought away, I'm going to take another lash. And I'm going to pull one of the guys so that they either run into each other or if they're like in line with, Alejandro on the ground, falls on top of Alejandro.
Yeah, you're able to pull. You kind of get there's the sound of bowling pins as they're kind of crashing into each other, and you've managed to disrupt this particular firing squad of guards. Yes.
Could I say that this entire feat was committing a dangerous course of action that I believe is destiny?
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm going to take a hero point, and then I'm immediately going to use it to summon my daggers back to me as we're running.
Rafael, you see this, and I'm going to say Alejandro also sees this. As you both start running, Leonora for a second kind of shakes you off. Rafael turns around, holds up her hands, and you watch as the daggers that she had dropped suddenly fly towards her at high speeds, and she perfectly catches them in her hands. And as you look up, you see crow feathers have been inlaid along the blades. And as she puts them down, you two are now able to start running. Distantly, Mykolas, as you are walking along, you hear a low chuckle. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Your friend has potential.
We can't hear you.
You are muted.
Yeah, he's not talking to her. First off, he's trying to not draw attention. So talking to somebody who isn't there might do that. And for another, he's not really at a place with Rhoda where he wants to have a conversation. He will note what she said, continue smoking his cigar, and continue walking towards the port.
Umberto, well, real first, Leonora, Rafael. I'm going to need brawn and athletics from you both as you are running as fast as you can to get out of Vadisine City, unless either of you has a more clever way to get out.
So that's a 2 for me.
Okay. I'm going to give you another 2 wounds. Just you're running into things. You're getting caught up in stuff. You're getting away.
And now Alejandra has. Now I have done the second.
Okay. As you were moving, there is a slash. Oh, well, actually, no. I'm actually going to put it this way. A shot goes off from behind you, and it catches Leonora in the shoulder for a dramatic wound.
Damn. Okay.
Rafael, you were muted.
Quick question, because I want him to see. I want Alejandro to see this because this is new.
Okay.
I want to spend one of the 2 hero points I have to do Miracle Worker in front of the guards and in front of Alejandro.
This comes down to, is Alejandro chasing them or not? Or does he just send the others to chase them? Or does he... How's that going down? What did Alejandro do there?
He is keeping true to his final gift, and he is not sending the guards to chase after them.
So in the midst of this run, Rafael, Alejandro is not going to be able to see it. Now, random Vadisine citizens might. Some of the guards that are chasing you might. But Alejandro himself is not going to see this.
Okay, because what my goal is because I came onto this island for a reason. I am hoping that people will see a miracle, so to speak, in public, and be able to humiliate them with the Inquisition in the fact that they let him get away.
Then I would like to suggest that when I get hit in the shoulder, we are closer to the courtyard where a lot of people are. and I fall to the ground, holding on to my shoulder and wincing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. That's a fun scene revision that we can do. Not really an edit. It's just where you happen to be. I will say not the plaza because you're running the other way, but you're on a kind of busy boulevard as people are kind of trying to figure out what's happening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just like,
all right. So Raphael, you see Lenora shot and go down.
and he immediately drops to his knees and is like, no, I am not losing anyone else today. And he brings out his hands and spends the hero point to do Miracle Worker.
All right. You spend your hero point for Miracle Worker. And Lenora, you feel... Is this Lenora's first time being healed?
No, I've been healed before.
Yeah, okay. So you... Oh, that's right, because of all the wounds that you take.
I take so many wounds.
You are very familiar with it. With this sensation, it does feel different this time, though.
Oh.
As Raphael is putting his hands on you, you see all around you, like Vatican City is full of statuary. And you see threads of fate in your sort of instinctive reading, seemingly coming from them, latching onto Raphael as he touches you, coiling around his arms and seemingly going into the wound and pulling the bullet out. And then, like sutures, pulling your wound shut. And then you're healed and they're gone. As he helps you back up to your feet.
Am I down to one minor wound, or am I completely healed?
The everything back to, so the dramatic is healed.
Yeah. So up to my first dramatic.
Yeah. Everything back to your first dramatic.
Incredible. Lenora watches this beauty. She finds such like art in the weave, in the threads of fate. So she is just stunned at what she sees and just seeing it all encompassing Raphael's arms and going into her to remove the wound and to seal it up. She starts to have a bit of a tear come down her eye. But she's speechless.
You are able to get back to your feet and continue the run. Roan and Umberto. You are lost. You have been walking down this tunnel. It's not full of water. It's damp. There's mossy stuff, slime, and things on the bottom. You're having trouble keeping your footing, but not flooded. As you are moving in direction, you have direction sense, Umberto. So you're fairly certain that you are now moving in the direction of the port. Vaguely, though. And you're starting to become less and less certain that this tunnel was dug intentionally. You get the feeling that this was something that got expanded or found and blocked off.
Well, I mean, at least we're no longer on fire or drowning. And we didn't fall back down into that damn pit.
No.
So,
yep. Everything is all peaches and cream, and
I'm gonna hurt him a lot. When I find him.
Badly. Yeah. I mean, we can do combo moves, I could throw you and
absolutely. But first we got to get the hell out of here, because I am going to bathe for a week straight.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, this isn't the worst thing I've gotten eaten before. So,
is it getting darker? Any kind of light source?
Oh, yeah. There's no light down here. And as you get farther and farther from the cistern, what little light there was in there, you don't have anymore. Luckily, you don't get the impression that it's basically just one way. Though the stepping, it's now no longer clear-cut stone. It is stuff that has been washed down here and things like that. And then Umberto, you've been walking a while now. And you're starting to get a feel, because you're kind of think, why would this be here? Like, it's not high enough for it to be there to drain the culvert. I mean, it's too high to be there to drain the culvert. Like, if that much water was going into the culvert, they've got a problem. So it's, and you're noticing the grade is going vaguely upwards. So clearly water is supposed to go down this towards the culvert, not out. Give me your wits and scholarship. Rowan, do you have any scholarship?
No. Wait, maybe. Hold on. No. I had 0 confidence, now it's for a reason.
I got extremely lucky with all of that.
Good shit.
Because my wits is at 2, but I get the extra die. And because I haven't rolled that before, I got a flare. And my 10s explode, so I got an extra die. So I've got 3.
You realize that Vaticine Island is an island in the middle of this big sea, and it's moving water around. The tides are a problem on people especially, and you realize this is to drain tide pools so they don't flood out the pass that the pilgrims follow. And so by the time the tide shifts, this is going to get flooded and wash you all the way back to the cistern. And you know the tides have to be changing soon.
Well, look at the time. Because we are 5 minutes away from getting fucked.
What? We should be running. That's what I'm hearing.
We should make our haste.
Okay. She'll start sprinting alongside him.
All right. This is a straight up race. Brawn and athletics, unless you want to talk me into something more clever.
Clever. Okay, reroll one. Oh, okay. That made it more fun. I got 3 with 1 left over.
Want to sell?
No.
Umberto?
He's been very mean.
4 with 1 left over. No, because I love you, Chandler, but no.
You were both running as fast as you can, and you start hearing the trickle of water coming. The tide pool is starting to drain into this culvert, and you are running as fast as you can and starting to come down faster. And on the already slippery rocks that you are running on, you're very quickly running and having trouble staying up. With the 3, you're going to take 1 minor wound. The 4 does not.
Okay.
And that's just from navigating in all this. And then you see moonlight ahead. And just going as quickly as you can, you start making for it. Mykolas, you get to the ship. The crew is ready. They've had their inspection. They are cleared to leave. Even managed to get some trading done, which Captain is like, I never really had a chance to trade at Vaticine Port before. Never paid for the licenses. Was kind of nice. None of the rest of the team is there. You're the first. Not maybe entirely surprising. And then you see Leonora and Raphael coming up, looking incredibly spent. Because it's not a short jaunt from the city to the port, and they've clearly been moving at speed. What would Leonora and Raphael be looking like as they are getting close to the ship?
I don't know about Raphael, but Leonora would be like a spring chicken. Like she would be energized. Like she's obviously has some emotion on her face, but she's like running very healthily, very actively, and just trying to get more so Raphael out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Raphael, how are you looking? You are muted.
So Raphael looks like hell. He has this bedraggled look to his hair. His face is red and streaked with what look like tears. His eyes are red. I think because of the damage he may have been taking, he is actually at his second dramatic wound. And he is very clearly distraught on this particular endeavor. He is all but dragging Leonora along, and when he gets to a certain point, he kind of just stops and falls to his knees and begins to openly sob.
Lenora's right there to like comfort or just to like try to get him to sit up, because this is not the time to break down. We still need to be strong.
Is he on the ship when he breaks down, or are you still on the...
he's on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he just is choking out, and if Leonora is trying to give the thing, he kind of chokes back and swallows it, and he goes, "The fire. They were below the city. There's no way
There's a way. We have to have hope, Father. If anything, I saw the grates around the city. They were full of smoke, so that there is a possibility that they found a tunnel or something. That we cannot just give up on them like this.
I brought you all here, and if they don't make it on this boat, it will be my fault."
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If we are on the boat, are we facing south?
Yes.
Perfect. So if the ocean is south, Lenora's going to read and try to find that black thread.
We'll get to that just a second.
Yes.
Umberto and Roan. You get to the end of the tunnel, and it does not end like at its end, but a grate has been set into the ceiling, into the roof of this culvert, and you can see where the water is starting to pull in now from all sides. It's about up to, it's up past Umberto's ankles, and you get to the grate, and you can see the water going in, but it's high up there, and you're not going to have the same leverage on it that you had from when Rowan was trying to move the other. What are you two doing?
Oh, fuck. This shit is never ending. Okay. If I could get up there, could you do your thing?
Car, you're muted.
I'm adding the list of people I want to murder to the person who designed this.
Yeah. Yep. This is pretty fucked.
Alejandro actually had a side hobby in waterway design. So
I'm an architect. And graphic design is my passion.
I want this to move water, but also trap people. So,
Jeez.
It was supposed to keep you out. It was supposed to keep you safe. You wouldn't be in danger if you hadn't broken in. All right.
So and she's like, I can get myself up there, and then you can port to me. Or you're a little too fucked up for that.
Yeah, I don't have one in me right now.
Shit. Wow. Oh boy. Ooh. Nope. Left down the boat. she was. I had chain or rope. I don't think I broke it this time. Is there other ways for us to climb on walls and shit this time?
Not really. It's circular. It's out. It's concave, I think is the word I'm looking for. And so yeah, there's no way to climb the wall. Like it's not huge. Like you could like kind of reach them. You just like all you can really do is hang from them. Like you can't really push up or pull down. Like
okay. How far up?
Rowan can just reach him up, arms up, trying to pull down. So,
okay. Well, I can get you up there, and then I can try and get myself.
They're not wide enough for me to get through, are they?
No, yeah, you can't climb. You're not going to be able to climb through it, but
if Rowan can't muscle her way through these, there's no way in hell Umberto's going to.
The water's spilling in. What are we doing?
We gotta do something. The voice of the sky is getting scary.
What are your notice scores?
3.
On a 3, you hear the sound. You realize you're near docks.
Oh,
and with sense of direction, probably the docks your ship is at.
Ooh.
Get me up there.
Oh, all right. And then she's gonna
strength with Rowan's strength. It's easy enough. That's not a roll. You just lift up, and Umberto, you're now able to grab a hold of the grate.
Pick my bottom armpits. No, okay. Not just.
Does it sound like the dock is close?
Relatively close, yeah.
Umberto is going to start singing the lullaby.
Back over to the ship. Leonora, you read. And for a second, you're having trouble tracking the black thread. And then you see it. But it's not leading back to the city. It's actually leading west before it heads towards Vidachi. A distance of about 100 yards. And over there, as you look in that direction, you start hearing the lullaby being sung.
Lenora is going to gently lift arms away from Raphael and let him have his moment, go over to Mykolas and points in the direction of the singing.
Mykolas, you would hear it too, so would Raphael.
And say, they're there. We need to get to them now.
Up and running like it's his job.
Yeah, Mykolas is moving. Given that, would it be safe to say it wouldn't be a bad idea for him to grab a rope? Like it wouldn't be out of character? Given,
No, not at all.
Yeah,
and there's
so
plenty in hand.
Yeah, it's a ship. There's rope.
What?
This is one of the new ropeless models.
One of the sails comes down. I need it. Sorry.
Okay, give me a brawn sailing roll to see if you know which rope to grab.
No.
We got
Whole ship collapses. It was held together by that one rope.
So we're
you grabbed
hightailing
the
it
key
over
rope. All right, yeah, you're able to grab a rope, and you all dash over, and you can see the tide pool filling, being drained into the culvert, and sticking his face through some of the bar. You see Umberto.
And Lenora says, "You son of a bitch."
Probably you haven't met my mother, but she did have her moments. Anyway, could you get me out of here, please?
Also, he smells really bad.
You don't smell any better.
Just help us, please.
Oh,
So, Raphael, you hear Rowan's voice.
oh, thank the prophet. How can I help? I don't know how I can help, but I'm going. How?
Mykolas is going to tie a rope around one of the bars, a good one for pulling. He hands it to Raphael and Leonora, and then he himself is going to apply direct pressure, pulling up.
Okay.
We're all pulling on the rope.
What is the combined strength dots of Mykolas, Leonora, and Raphael?
Is that brawn?
No.
Brawn.
Yeah, brawn.
I've got 2.
Okay. I also have 2.
2.
So 7.
7. With a combined total of 7, you start pushing. You're having trouble. You're moving around. You're rocking back and forth, and then you see the rocks and concrete where the iron is in place starts cracking, and you know it's close. You need something. Just the straight pulling isn't getting it done. You need something a little bit more pressure. You're almost there.
Water's pouring in.
Could we
right?
run and pull?
I have a plan.
Please, please do it.
Mykolas pulls out his flask and pours out in a ceremonial way, and he freezes the water that's pouring through the cracks.
So, Umberto, you who have your head pushed out, you watch as suddenly ice starts forming around. And with the pressure that you all are putting, it cracks, breaks, and the grate pulls free.
Ugh. Lenora falls on her ass.
All right, cool. She's gonna basically launch Umberto.
Yeah, you all are able to crawl your way up, covered in mud, slime. You smell awful. Raphael, seeing Rowan so caked in filth and just all the signs of a rough day. Does Raphael care?
I don't really think Raphael gives a single solitary fuck at this point. He will run to her and jump up and into her arms at this point and is just going to hold on to her and cry. And it's just like, oh God. It's like, oh God, like I thought you were dead. The flames and oh dear. You know what?
I just imagine it's like wedding style. Like he just went, dude. She's like,
yeah, no, just has that moment that he's beside himself, and then like I imagine sort of over Rowan's shoulder sees Umberto as foobarred as he is, and then it's just like, oh, you both look awful.
We are absolutely dragging you behind the boat for a while.
We cannot.
Umberto is taking off. He is taking off clothes until it gets to just under inappropriate levels, and is like, Mykolas, if you could do me a favor and burn all of that, I would appreciate it.
I'm good. But yeah, he'll reach down, pick up Leonora who fell on her ass.
So, we're getting the fuck out of here, right?
You all are able to get back aboard the boat and sail away towards Vodacce. Meanwhile, back in Vatacine City. Vatacine Silly. It is a silly place. At the top of the Hierophant's palace. In an office that would belong to the Hierophant if one had been elected. The Chief Inquisitor. Cardinal. is staring out the window, looking out over the devastation of the Grand Cathedral. Behind him is Alejandro, having recently given his report. So let me see if I have this all straight, Inquisitor. The bell of the third prophet has been destroyed. Sorcerers were in our midst in this very city and have escaped, or were destroyed with no proof, no bodies that we could be parade through the streets. There is rumors among the guard that an inquisitor was behind this. Others that the vagabundos managed to strike into our very heart. And King Sandoval is dead. What precisely did we gain from all this?
A martyr. The man claiming to be the fourth prophet killed the good King Sandoval. The other cardinals will have no choice but to elect a new Hierophant. And you are the only one who stands in a position to gain the title. The threat of heresy lies stronger than ever, and they would be a fool to oppose you.
He turns from you and looks out over the balcony again. Sandoval dead. Rumors of miracles in the streets. And rumors of a fourth prophet rise. Yes. I think this prophet and his pet vagabundo, what was the name?
Umberto Vitale.
It's time to let the nations know what the true threat they face is. And with that, we are going to bring this episode to a close. Thank you so much to Chandler for joining us as our guest villain, Alejandro. Thank you so much to Basics of the Game for hosting us. Thank you to Dragon of the Dark Rose for producing us. Thank you so much to all my players. And as always, keep playing more games.